Greetings, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to week 10, day 1, creating the world of true desire. We are here with another beautiful chapter after week 9 of practice. Week 9 simply asked us to claim our desires, which is just browsing into our own dreams that has arose from within, not borrowed, not carried by somebody or just to impress somebody, but truly what I want, that God wants through me. So we are here for that experience. First, claim those desires. See the list of desires, just like the thoughts that those needed correction. We made an inventory of that in week 7, and now week 9 tells us to find that dream, that original you that is living this life. And now in week 10, we are into creating the world of true desires. And it's a very important chapter of the entire book, part 2, in the world of manifestation or creation, when we are acting as a conscious creator, but not with control, not by forcing or changing our the outcome of the events, but by aligning to the truth that we are. So this particular week is that where we will be truly claiming who we are, what we are, who is seeing that dream, who is creating that desires throughout this life. One after another, there are many, many, many things we wanted and we created, but we forgot to check what we want to experience from all these experiences, all these events. Since childhood till now, just kept creating, and we kept experiencing whatever came. But now we want to create consciously that, yes, I want to experience this from this creation. From this experience, I want to experience this. And those are beautiful God qualities that we are all living unknowingly. So we just want to look at them. So by now, our everyday practice is to be staying in our heart center. In and day out, just shift your awareness and check where you are. Into the head, fighting with thoughts in past or future, or just breathing simply from your heart as much as we can do. And this will bring us calm. This will bring us our intuitive faculty that we have. The inner voice we could hear more. Those fight and flight state will go off. So the more we practice being in heart centered throughout the week, throughout day in and day out, it will be much easier to communicating with higher self and also the coming week practices. So before we start today, just let us get centered all here right now, where we are truly present, fully present. Close your eyes. Drop your awareness to your heart center. Just feel like clearing aura, do that. So that we are focused, ready, with laser light awareness of the moment, after moment after moment. I'm fully present and anchored here. Breathe from your heart. Just 5 times. Slow, deep breath. experience that rise and fall of the chest. Feeling love, feeling calm. Holding the unified book in your heart. Now today we are ready to receive chapter 10, week 10, creating the world of true desires. So let us connect with Babaji's consciousness. And just you may visualize that this week 10 chapter has come, that we know has come from the heart of Babaji. Receive it in light. Receive the light from the Babaji's heart. It's been sitting in the book. Now we are turning the pages. With every word, there is a hidden wisdom that connects deeply within us. And we will open that as we read and reread. And we will listen to our heart to live that wisdom, to practice consciously, and make our living experience. So let us thank Babaji for this beautiful chapter. Thank you and lots of love to you, Babaji. And let us connect with the group energy. And be present here. You may open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome, Shailesh. Welcome, everybody, again.
Thank you. Thank you. I once again welcome all of you. Today's session is going to be really excellent and beautiful session. This morning, as I was sitting here waiting for all of you to join one by one, I was listening to the songs and I just had a deeper experiential understanding of the song Aham Prema. The two lines there, they made such a major impact today. So my state is different. I am really in that state of expansion right now. The line there in the song which says, Aham Prema, Prem ki dhara, that just went very deep inside. I am love, that stream of love. And all of a sudden, in a knowing click, then it said, yes, you are that we call consciousness is nothing but stream of love. And it has this all pervading quality. It permeates into everything. That means it permeates through matter, every element of existence. And that matter is nothing but energy. So when consciousness permeates through energy, it creates experiences. Now, the bigger aspect of it is that stream of love is not divided into so many things. It is just one common stream which is flowing through the body called Shailesh. It is matter, and the tree outside, and the mountains around us, the earth, everything that we call matter. It is the same stream of love that is permeating through. That's how it is omnipresent. And that is how everything is one. There is no separation. Separation is just apparent in the form of matter. Matter has form. And this all-pervading stream of love keeps manipulating energy to create forms. Creates and destroys, creates and destroys. This explains the eternal nature of us. This is why we are eternal. That stream of love is eternal. It just keeps playing with energy, keeps creating and destroying. When we understand this, then it is not at all difficult to accept everything because it's just the same. It just has a different form. And the purpose of that different form is to create a different experience. This realization, it just went through me like, I was totally gone. So I hope you all uh, are able to experience that the energy that these songs have uh, is tremendous. It wakes you up. It kind of does something inside us. So my routine here, I can just tell you, is that when I sit down here with my camera closed, but I am sitting here listening to the songs very intently, right, with full focus. I am also singing them together. I actually sing the song together with as it is playing. That makes a big difference because when I sing, my body creates vibration, and that vibration is amazing. So try doing it if you feel like doing that. We don't have to be expert singers to sing. Our own frequency, that's why everybody is not the so-called good singer, is because they have different frequencies. And in that music that we produce, human beings have started creating classification. This is classical music, this is Western music, this is that music, this music, and this is no music. But every little sound that we create is music. That's our vibration. And each one of us does it differently. So don't be shy of singing. It doesn't matter. How you sing is not important. The vibration you create, that you generate, is the thing. It really creates things within. So yeah,
If
just
totally.
do this experiment whenever you have time.
Even like you will feel like crying many times, especially the first song that you play. मैं ईश्वर की छवि में बना हूँ.
Every day it is different. To me, one song clicks one day, another song clicks another day, and it just keeps on shifting. It depends on my state.
And it
Yeah.
also, it's like you're, just sitting and just
Mm.
sitting, not doing anything. So these songs are for that, like meditation, not like walking around and, just doing other things and then listening. It's just pay full attention, spend some time with these songs, and they are there for this purpose only, that shift, that we experience this expanded heart once and many times, and then it becomes like a known experience to ourselves. And it helps mind to register these experiences and to make it more natural. As you were saying, that flow, love flow, it reminded me the week 12 love flow chapter where you said the love was flowing and everything is there with unique unique experience. That's what you said, and that's the chapter is the week 12.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's come back to the topic of the day. We are going to start a new chapter today. This is, as Preeti was saying, probably the most important chapter of part two. So, what are we going to do here? So far, what we have done for ourselves in week 7, we learned a little bit about ourselves. Why? We made the list of thoughts which are not letting our true desires come out. And then in week 9, we recognized, we made a list of true desires. What are these two things doing? They are telling us the state of our mind. Mind contains the desires and all the thoughts which don't let desires happen. So it has two contradicting, conflicting things within, which keep fighting. And sometimes one wins, sometimes the other one wins. And that's how life experiences keep going on. So overall, the picture so far was that I now start recognizing my mind, the contents of my mind. Now, what do I do with all this information? That is the chapter 10. So today we will look at what to do with these things, right? So today we will not actually do a lot of things. We will just learn the process, the steps that we can take to work with the content of the mind, reorganize it purposefully, consciously. And as you already know, the mind is the creator. Why? Because mind is the one that brings the thoughts, and thoughts create the reality. So, all our reality that we experience, our experiences, are created by our thoughts, and they are there in the mind. So, we start working with the thoughts. So, if we reorganize these thoughts in a conscious manner, consciously, with a focus, with a purpose, with a direction, then our experiences will reflect all that. That is the purpose of this chapter. So today we are not going to do any magic. We will learn how to do magic, right? We will learn how to. So I'm going to share my screen here, the chapter, and then we will walk through the thing, the content. All right. Let me just shoot this thing. Okay. So in this week today, what we are doing, 10th week, creating the world of true desires. So now we recognize we have some desires, and probably some of those are our true desires. And how do we create now? Create an experience of those desires, right? Bring them to reality, my reality. My desires, my reality. How do I make that happen? That's the title of this thing. Now, going back a little bit on true desires, I'm not sure how many have clearly understood the meaning of the word true desires. So I'm just going to very quickly tell you. From our childhood, we have been taught to be formal. We have been taught to lie to ourselves. Even if you are angry, don't express it. Even if you don't like it, eat that. So you are faking yourself. You have been taught just to lie. But nobody tells you to lie though, right? They say always speak the truth. But they teach you to lie. This is what we call as formality, etiquettes, manners. In front of others, you don't behave the way you are. That is our learning. We are groomed that way. So what happens is this becomes a habit. It becomes a pattern. And we start behaving artificially with ourselves also. That's why right in the beginning of this course, I had emphasized that be honest to yourself, at least, right? Being honest to the self means what? Know the truth about yourself. Don't fake it. Just today, a very beautiful leader, Deep Malaji, has written in the group about her understanding now, right? Read through it, and she is very honestly expressing, well, oh, I was under an illusion, right? And that illusion is caused by the social insistence on us to behave in a certain way, which makes us artificial, right? Our own reality is hidden. So the true desires are those which I truly want in my original form, not the conditioned form, right? And those could be anything. They don't have to be God-like. That's where people are getting confused. They want many people when they write, I just read it and then I think, wow, how much artificial we are. That's how much artificial. We want to even fake to our own selves that, oh, I just want to be extremely spiritual. Is that my true desire? Where is it coming from? So knowing your true desires is very, very important. Like the way when you are in the washroom, you are naked to yourself. In the mind, you need to create that washroom. That space within where you can be naked to yourself. Not worried about anybody, anything. And then you will find out your true desires. And that is an amazing experience. Try doing that. So our quiet periods help us doing that. So I'm just trying to remove that barrier in our understanding of true desire. This is a barrier. Our own formality with self. Oh, how can I show this to others, right? That one. Just eliminate that part. With yourself. Nobody is seeing it. It's inside you. It's in your mind. So be true. True to yourself. And when you are true, you will know the true desire. So those true desires now, we can manifest. That's the formula we are going to learn today. We can manifest those true desires in our experience. Nobody will know who made that happen. Nobody will know because you have manifested it without anyone knowing. And you can enjoy it. That becomes your experience and you will enjoy it. I am telling you, you will enjoy it to your core. That's how wonderful that, because it's your true desire. In the core of yourself, you actually want it, but you can't tell anybody, right? So now manifest it using the technique we are going to learn. You can. You don't have to be formal or some very good looking desire or well accepted by people, well accepted by society. Those norms are only fake. There is no truth in them. Okay, so let me start reading this. You are made in the image of God. We know that. You are a creator. So that creator part is what we are working on today. How to create. You create your own experiences, your own world. That world of yours begins with your thoughts. We know this, right? My experiences are created by me through my thoughts. Chapter 6. You are the creator of your own reality, the basis, right? That's what he's saying here. Now, these thoughts could be, so it begins with your thoughts, conscious and subconscious. If he's not saying conscious or subconscious, conscious and subconscious, that means both. Not either, both. That this is the key to manifestation. This is where manifestation fails. I just told you, conscious is saying, oh, you can't do this, that's not right, you can't do this, you can't do that, right? But I want this. So conscious wants it. But you can't do this and you can't do that is sitting in the subconscious. And that becomes a conflict. So conscious wants, subconscious says you can't have it. And normally, subconscious will overrule. So both have to align, then it will manifest. This is the essence of manifestation. So, and this is a beautiful protection mechanism that nature has created within us. It's not just like that. Conscious and subconscious, this separation has a purpose, a very important purpose. Because if this was not separated, and in our ignorance, we start creating thoughts, they will actually be present there. And we experience that, by the way. And when all of them actually manifest, you can't survive. That is the protection we have been given, that I know you are a child, you are going to create all those mistakes. So because of that, I am just giving you a shield to help you survive. You face difficulty, but survive. And that is your subconscious mind. It keeps on saying, well, okay, I know you want to do this, but right now that's not the time. We can't have it. It stops that from manifesting. So know that both of these thoughts, subconscious and conscious, have to align. So what you are going to do today, you begin claiming. So we know the importance of claiming from chapter 9 and manifesting the world you want. So what we have learned so far is going to be used now in the process that we are going to learn today. Manifesting the world you want and the world God wants. So it's not either or, it's both. You want and God wants. When both of those align, you will manifest it. So now you will think, well, okay, how can God want me to dance naked on the street? This thought will come from your training, your grooming. It is not God's thought. So it's your conscious mind. Oh, how can you do that? Conscious mind will not align there, and naturally you won't manifest that experience. So either or will happen. But that's not it. God has not prevented you from anything. God just wants to express through you. So that is to say, you begin to create the experiences God's thought holds for you. So when the creation happened from God's thought, that one thought which created the universe, in that thought, there was a plan, there was an expectation from every element of that creation that this is how it's going to function. This is what it will produce as an experience for the one who created. So it holds for you experiences as a seed. So let's go through it further. You know by now that you have been a creator all along. You have not just been a potential creator, but you have been a creator in the broadest sense of the word. So it was not just a potential in you, you have actually been actively creating. Your thoughts have always created your world, your experiences. So now, from your own experiences, know that which ones actually happened and which ones, even though you wanted, did not happen. That comparison will tell you that in your deeper subconscious, what is sitting. So, whenever you think of pain, you get pain. But whenever you think of lottery, you don't get lottery. Which one is manifesting? The pain. So, my subconscious is filled with a logic or a set of rules that believe that I need pain. And that manifests right away. You think of pain and it will come. Some part of your body will give you pain. That is conscious creation. We have been doing it without knowing the reality. We have been just doing, why? Because our subconscious has been programmed by us up to a certain level, the way we are today. And from that, our experiences are getting created. So you have nothing to learn about the mechanics of creating. You know that because you have been actually creating. You have them down. All these mechanics, you know it. You only need a simple formula to manifest the world you truly desire, your desire in truth. So, what he's saying, you just need a simple formula to now consciously create, not unconsciously. Consciously create. What? Create what? Your true desires. That's what we are going to learn in this chapter. So, now let's talk about what that formula is. The creating formula is a simple 7-part sentence. Memorize this sentence now before going on. So for now, just memorize the sentence, right? I will read it for you. God and I claim and accept thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. God and I claim and accept thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. So this one sentence is the formula. Nothing big. You will wonder, there is no magical words here, right? No difficult words to pronounce, no Sanskrit shlok, no mantra, none of that. How can this one simple sentence create my living experience? So we will now learn about that, right? What does this really mean? He said 7 parts. So let's look at the 7 parts of this sentence. This one sentence has 7 parts. So we will go through parts one by one. So the first part is God and, right? God and. Then the second part is I. Then the third part is claim and accept. Fourth part is thoughts with. forgiveness, and thanks. Amen. So in these 7 parts, basically things like with and they are just connectors to make it a sentence, right? But pay attention to God, I, claim and accept, thoughts, right? These are 4 elements so far. Then forgiveness, 5th element. Then 6th element, thanks. And then 7th is Amen. So these are the 7 parts of the sentence. Each word is an important part of the formula, and all parts together give you a foolproof vehicle to experience whatever you desire. Very big statement, and your mind will not accept it. So I'm just telling you that mind is not going to accept it. Come on, right? So he's saying a foolproof vehicle, right? There is no chance of failure to experience whatever you desire. A great deal of this course so far has been to prepare you for this. So now you are becoming familiar with various elements of this 7-part formula. You have already understood them in the in earlier chapters. So chapter 1 to 9 was for preparing to understand this formula properly. Okay. You already know most of what is to be included in it, right? Those 7 parts, you know most of it. Now let's go through it once. This week, you practice this creating formula to bring you the experience of your self-acceptance. So what we are doing? Now, this is a generic formula, how to make it specific for us, a desire to be fulfilled, right? So what he's saying, this week, we will focus on something called self-acceptance. So we will create or manifest the experience of self-acceptance. Yeah. Self-acceptance is the end product of this course, indeed of your life on earth. Why has he chosen that desire to manifest? Because he says self-acceptance is the end product of this course and indeed of your life on earth. Very big thing. People say, well, why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I in this body? He says the end product. What will be the outcome of your presence here? That outcome will be self-acceptance. So all that you have been doing to date and you will be doing in the days to come will at the end produce something called self-acceptance. Okay? So that's what we are going to manifest now. Instead of waiting till end of this life, we can manifest it now. That's what we are trying to do. So we don't have to wait. So understanding each component now from self-acceptance perspective. How do I tune this formula for self-acceptance is what we will now learn. We'll go step by step. So God and the first part. You start the formula by stating qualities of God. Simply stating and thinking His qualities elevates your thinking to that level. So just by thinking of God's qualities, you elevate your own thinking to that level of quality. God's qualities will elevate you to that level. Right? Feel that process and continue thinking of God's qualities until you clearly feel the love of God. We have been practicing this in our quiet periods and bedtime practice, right? We have been doing this practice. The purpose of that practice was this only, to be able to do it now for manifesting. So that was one technique we were learning. That one technique we are applying here in creating formula, right? So what you have to do, feel that process and continue thinking of God's qualities till you clearly feel the love of God. So think of God's qualities, continue to keep thinking about God's qualities one after the other, whatever comes to your mind, till such time that you begin to feel them in your heart. So being heart-centered is important, right? You decide what qualities of God you want to think about. That's your choice. Doesn't have to be the same every time. There are no particular words here to memorize. However, by way of example, you might think, so he's giving you a sample. You can use your own words, but he is giving you an example. God is love, God is light, truth, God is happiness, joy and bliss, God is all-knowing intelligence, God is everywhere present, God is perfection, God is peace and gentleness, God is infinite energy, God is abundance, God is non-judgmental. So, several of these qualities, we have always talked about them. We have always used them for our quiet period, invocation, etc. Now, that's what he is giving you, just the same thing in one place, just in case you are struggling with that. Then the second part. So, all this is preparation for what? Manifesting self-acceptance. Our objective, don't lose track of that. Objective here is we are creating a formula that will help me manifest self-acceptance. Okay. So right now, nothing special, nothing very specific. This is generic. God and God's qualities, feeling the God's qualities into your heart to elevate yourself to those level of those qualities. Just that process is what we are doing. Now the next step, and I. Right? So, after you feel the love of God, recognize that you are also those same qualities. This is step two. So, accept those qualities of God for yourself. I also have. Right? Recognize that you are made in the image of God, that you are one with God, and that God's qualities are yours. Repeat the qualities of God you thought of, but now think of them as your own. When you finish, feel and recognize that you are unified. So the feeling aspect. So when you accept them for yourself, feel that yes, I am one with my higher self. Unification. An example of this section. So in this part, what you can do is I am made in the image of God. I am made with those same qualities that God has. I am one with God. Therefore, I am love. I am light, truth. I am happiness, joy, and bliss. I am all-knowing intelligence. I am also everywhere present. I am perfection. I am peace and gentleness. I am infinite energy. I am abundance, and I am non-judgmental. So you will then accept all these qualities, and when you attach I am to it, it needs to go within, very deep within. So look at these blue lines here. Google Doc is complaining that what you have written is not right. Language is deficient in expressing the truth. This is that. I have stopped telling it. Let it learn. So now let's go to the next part. Claim and accept. This section is what you desire. Now you claim your desire, right? True desires. We have learned in chapter 9 to claim our true desires. This section is what you desire now. Okay? It is always in present tense. It is always as specific as possible. We have known that, right? 3 criteria for a true desire: present tense, and then specific. Okay? Always what you presently believe you can achieve, right? And then believable, because you must believe to create. If you doubt, that simply means there is another thought. Now, a very critical thing here. If there's a doubt coming, you have a desire, but you have a doubt. That's where he's now talking about there is another thought more powerful that is still doing the creating. There is in the background another more powerful thought that is actually driving, that is creating your present experience. That's why you are having the doubt. So if you are having a doubt, know that, okay, nothing wrong with having a doubt, but at least now you know there is something in the background working. Okay. For instance, if you claim to fly like a bird, you would probably doubt it, right? He's giving an example here. You claim that I am flying like a bird. Such a powerful doubt would keep you grounded despite your desire. Because in your desire, there was nothing wrong. It met all the criteria. I am flying like a bird. You were not interfering. It was specific. It was in the present. And also, the problem here was the third criteria. It was not believable, right? So, you need to begin with the believable slowly. So, in the beginning, it's not that you can't manifest that till such time you are training your mind to accept, to believe. Start with things which are believable, just like me. I start with idli. My basis is idli, always, right? And it gets manifested. So, um, start with something like that, something very normal, natural, so that you can give a proof to yourself, to the mind, that see, this happens. When you manifest something believable and it happens, your mind will start accepting it. Then it will start accepting the entire process of creation. It will start cooperating with you. And once it starts cooperating, you can manifest bigger things which presently it's not believing, but it will start believing over time. All right? So that's what he is explaining here. Then one day you realize that there are no doubts, and literally anything you claim becomes your experience. It is a very dangerous situation, by the way. Think about it, right? Anything that you claim becomes your experience. My God. That means what? You will have to be very careful and cautious about what you are claiming. You better know before you claim. I can just give you an example. Supposing you want to claim as much wealth as Bill Gates has. Seems very innocent, right? But be careful before you claim. Why? Because when you go to that level of, in your heart space, to the level of God's qualities, you may not be able to align with this thought. In your heart space, you may not align with this thought. This is a limiting thought. So be careful, right? That's what he's saying. So before you reach that level of confidence where all your claims will get manifested, you have to go through the process of maturing. You got to mature. And that maturing process is what we have to go through. So you will learn more on claiming specific desires in the lessons ahead and from your higher self. For this week, just say, so in this third part, third section of the formula, during this week, what will you say? I claim my self-acceptance. Then immediately without pausing, Accept that, accept what you have just claimed. So you have to not only claim, but also accept. This is a very beautiful um, aspect of this thing. Claiming and accepting right away eliminates doubt. Accepting will require you to remove the doubt. Otherwise, you can't accept it. So he says, say, I accept my self-acceptance, right? So this part of the formula consists of two simple and almost identical sentences. One is, I claim my self-acceptance, and the other is, I accept my self-acceptance. I claim my self-acceptance. I accept my self-acceptance together. When you do that, you will have inner fight. That doubt will kick in. Right? So then he says what to do with that. Part 4. So the fourth part of the formula is about thoughts. What thoughts? This is the section to deal with your thoughts that hinder your claim. The thoughts which are forcing you not to accept, those are the ones. As you did a couple of weeks ago, you ask your higher self in a quiet period, what thoughts, conscious or subconscious, are keeping this desire from manifesting? The week 7, right? In week 7, we have done this. What are my conscious or subconscious thoughts? Ask your higher self. What are those thoughts which are hindering my claim? Um, so they are keeping this desire from manifesting. Okay, every day this week, ask your higher self to feed you knowledge of the thoughts that keep you from self-acceptance. So, because this week we are focusing on self-acceptance, throughout the week, whenever you do this practice, you ask the higher self, what are those thoughts that I have which are keeping me from manifesting self-acceptance? Right? It might be fears or doubts or anger or mistaken beliefs. It could be anything. But your higher self is aware of that. Higher self will tell you honestly. So once you recognize the thoughts that hinder your claim for self-acceptance, heal those thoughts. Now what do I do? Heal them, right? How do you do that? Say, I heal and release the thought about whatever that topic is, about self-acceptance here, right? I heal and release the thought about whatever you are feeling negative, right? Oh, I am not worthy. I don't look nice, right? Whatever. There can be many such thoughts. After the thought is released, replace it with the correct thought. So first you have to release the thought which is hindering your manifestation. Then replace it with a thought, um, a correcting thought, such as I am perfect and beautiful. In place of the thought, I am ugly and frail. So the thought that I release is I'm ugly and frail. I release the thought. And I accept what? I am perfect and beautiful. As simple as that, right? So this thing. How do you do it? He's going to show us now. So when all these specific thoughts you know about are healed, released, and replaced, end this section with this statement. I heal and release all thoughts I may have that interfere with this claim, known or unknown, conscious or subconscious. My thoughts are now one with the same as and in tune with God's thought. This is an important aspect of understanding this, what we are doing here. Right? Pay attention now. I heal and release. So by releasing, I'm healing all thoughts, no exception. You may have been given 5, 6, whatever, 7, 8 thoughts during your communication with higher self that are hindering your self-acceptance. You have got those thoughts. Now, what you are doing? You are saying, I heal and release all thoughts I may have that interfere with this claim, known or unknown. So, you are including such of those thoughts which you still don't even know about. You release them, intentionally releasing. Conscious or subconscious. Conscious ones you will probably be aware, but subconscious you may not know. My thoughts are now one with, they are one with, same as, and in tune with, total alignment, God's thought. Now, this God's thought, when you say God's thought, it's not God's qualities, it's God's thought, the thought that created me. The intention with which my creation happened, the purpose for which my creation happened, that thought. That will include all things. So this is the importance of this sentence. And then we move on to the next part. So these section 3 and 4 of the formula will be specific to the desire that you are trying to manifest. Okay. Section 1 and 2 are standard. They will remain the same. Right? 3 and 4 will be specific to the desire that you are trying to address. So in this week, what we are doing? Self-acceptance, right? So self-acceptance is the objective. So 3 and 4 have to be properly addressed. Then we go to part 5, forgiveness. And so in this section, place yourself in a state of total forgiveness. What is that state of total forgiveness? I am centered in my heart and I am radiating love. In your state of forgiveness, you are giving love, right? And whoever comes to your mind receives that love. So being in that state of forgiveness is you are heart-centered. You've had a lot of practice on this. Simply forgive anyone you might hold a grudge against, right? So in your correcting thoughts, you may get such thinking, such thoughts where there is a person involved or an instance involved, event, some kind of experience that you need to release and heal. So that is the purpose of forgiveness here, the healing part of this whole process. In fact, if you understand this thing, healing is you are releasing, uncovering, or removing the barriers that you have yourself created. That's what this whole process. So releasing whatever is hindering, I'm releasing it to heal. The purpose is to heal, because every time you uncover all such things, you are opening up the real one, the one who is actually at the core. That's the one who will eventually come out, right? So forgiveness is a very big part of releasing. So recognize that you forgive because you know there can be nothing that needs forgiving. End with this section by saying, my heart is in a state of forgiveness. Now you are not doing forgiveness as an action. It becomes your state. I'm always in that state, in my heart, sending love, radiating love continuously. So that's the meaning of this particular sentence number, section of section 5. And then, of course, at the end, because you are in the heart, it's very easy to do this. You are going to feel gratitude. That is the meaning of the section thanks, right? In this section, simply thank God for what you have claimed. For this week's creating formula, say, I thank God for my self-acceptance. Pay attention that we are still keeping everything in the present tense. Why am I thanking? Because I am accepting that I have self-acceptance. So you are agreeing to that. So this thanks confirms it. It is almost like sealing. And at the end, you are letting go. Amen is let go now of your claim. Release it. I mean, you have created an application, you have put it in an envelope, sealed the envelope. Now you have to deliver the envelope to wherever that application needs to go. So that is the release, right? Know that once you have claimed something and released all conflicting thoughts, you have what you have claimed. So once you have a claim and you have removed the barriers, conflicting thoughts, what is left? Your claim. So that is the meaning of this releasing. And in the process, you are left with your claim. Okay? You release under this section. The way you can say this in this section is, I release this claim to God and to the natural laws of creation. My claim is now created. That is the nature of natural law. Amen. So this, what you are saying, I am truly, totally aligned with the nature, the laws of nature, and I am submitting it to nature. Now let nature deal with it. My application is submitted, done. And I have received whatever I claimed. That I have received state is going to be the manifestation eventually. Okay? So this week you are to say this creating formula for self-acceptance twice a day. You may use the example in the appendix for first couple of days. So in the appendix of the book, the same very example is given properly in one place. Right? So you can refer to that section, the appendix section, to do the quiet period exercise this week. Right? And he says do it twice a day. So don't think that once you have written down a formula, you have to just keep repeating the formula. No. Doing the formula here. We are doing the creating formula. We are not writing the formula, or we are not um, memorizing the formula. That will not help. You have to do the formula. Doing is sit through the process, all the 7 steps in your heart. When you do it from in that state, when you do it from the heart, you will see that everything actually happens right away. Okay, so know this, and you will, once you start doing it properly, not just writing with pen, you will begin to see that all there will be big churning within. Especially the self-acceptance is a very big thing. Is nothing very small. I will explain to you the hurdles in self-acceptance. You have created them. How? From your childhood, you have built up a huge series of beliefs. Your beliefs are your hurdles in accepting yourself. They are the hurdle. You will know it one by one. So, and you already know by experience that it's not easy to shed a belief. Very, very difficult. Why? It's ingrained in you. Every cell of your body believes in it. How can you change it? So, belief system is the most rigid thing. It is just like a burnt um, pan. That black thing, very difficult to remove. That's what this is. So the entire release process is that only you will be shedding your belief one by one. And all the complete set of beliefs that you have contains parts focused on different areas of life, different aspects of our living, right? Some things are related to your spiritual development. There are beautiful beliefs in there which you revere. Oh my God, I am so great. They are also beliefs. You may keep them very high on a high pedestal, very honored, and so on. And then there are other kind of beliefs in different areas, right? About food, about your health, about your finances. All these things you have beliefs sitting in you. And they are the ones which will not let you accept yourself. Because your beliefs define a criteria and you will not match that criteria all the time. And because you are not meeting the criteria, your mind will say, no, rejected, not acceptable, not acceptable. So this is a rejection of self. And we are trying to undo that rejection of self. I am perfect and complete and whole as I am. To be able to do that, beliefs have to be shed. So in your quiet period, you will get amazing information about your own belief system. In section 4 of this formula, when you are doing it, you will see your belief system is being revealed to you. So this creating formula is one of your main tools now. Say it over and over until it is second nature. So when he's saying say it over and over, is basically the structure, the very fundamental basic sentence that we started with. That one, which is generic, right? It's not specific. That one should become your part of your memory, then so that you can apply it whenever you want to do something. So supposing you have a new desire you want to fulfill, you just sit down with your eyes closed and now you know the sentence, God and I, right? So go follow those steps one by one, all the 7 steps you for that specific objective. Okay. In the activity workbook, we have given you the process properly, step by step written there. So you don't have to kind of go back and forth in this chapter. It's written there, bullet points, properly written. We'll go through it tomorrow, right? We'll go it. You can go through the thing by yourself. Tomorrow I will walk you through the workbook. It's this time it's much more exhaustive, right? Much more detailed to help you go through the process without missing anything. Okay, so um, say it over and over until it is second nature and you know what each section encompasses. Be able to say it without any text before you, right? Without any written text before you, you should be able to say it voluntarily, automatically. Devote your daily quiet periods to receiving specific thoughts that keep you from your self acceptance. Incorporate what you receive from your higher self into your creating formula. So, whenever those correcting thoughts are there, you can incorporate them in your correcting formula for self acceptance. You can keep adding it as you or modifying it as you go through the process. Okay? Every day you will get something new. That's what this is about. So, I have walked you through the chapter. I hope the explanation was a little bit clear. Uh, this is not a written down formula like an algebra formula or a chemistry formula. It's not like that. It's called a formula that because it has a structure, it has sections, right? But the formula has to be practiced. That's the intent. Why? Because you are working with the thoughts, right? That's the essence of this chapter. Okay. So I'm done here. Anything anybody would like to ask or any questions? And we'll be going through the workbook though, right? So, um, yeah, Deepmala has shared her experience that clear roads with light traffic when I drive is my experience. So she's actually experiencing whatever she wants. And know that it may seem like on the surface, it's a very small experience. Yeah, start with small. That's the best thing. Start with small things, experience them, make your mind believe. Make your mind trust the process. Right? When your mind begins to trust the process, you can start becoming bigger. And then one day, who knows, you may just fly all the way to Canada, just like the bird. Huh? We can have a meeting here.
Babaji has given a hint. You can fly. Just drop your all your beliefs. That's why you can't fly.
Ah,
This is beautiful, and the more we practice, it becomes natural. Just walking by, you create that formula, and just think of those thoughts that is hindering what you
hmm,
want to achieve. So
yeah.
it's a very beautiful tool to experience that whatever we want. Like crafting intentions. I would say, like um, giving energy to that. So, whether it's all the God qualities we want to live, but we don't see it happening. So, we can look at that particular thought or belief and we can just release it. And, like looking at those thoughts again and again, it takes us, takes us in that direction where we can clarify, correct, and then think, let our mind think a little different. So it's totally reprogramming the mind, like remove the old thought and put the new ones, holding that truth that what we are, and that what Babaji has tried to set in our mind through all these weeks of practices. So having that, we just want to experience, because the book says it's a practical guidance. So we want to focus on that practical side of it. We understand a lot of science behind it, modern science behind it. We understand a lot of spiritual wisdom behind it. So although those things are there, but our practices will only bring the results, and we can see, how much we can come in alignment. So
Yes.
the chapter number 1 says that you are made in the image of God, and nothing
Mm,
can change that. It's already done. You are completely made. But our experience is not such. It's not the experience of wholeness or expressing love at all times. So what is there that is holding is our own beliefs, and that we want to consistently, actively work with it. Keep checking, and this group is beautiful where we all can come together and share what we found and what the most difficult part was, and that is like bringing everybody together, right?
And know
Please
that,
share.
know that Preeti and I cannot manifest for you. You have to, because desire is yours, you will have to manifest it. We can't.
And Shailesh will keep sharing his idlis and aloo paratha, so you can see that you don't really have to have a big desire. Anything that truly comes from heart, you just have to, just bring it. Nobody can feed you the desire for aloo paratha or samosa or anything. It's my own desire. That's what we want to recognize,
Correct.
whatever it is. Why do we think it's me? It's God experiencing through me. That's a
Mm,
big reminder all the time that this
uh,
book is bringing us to think.
correct. And that the desire for aloo paratha actually came from experience. It was ugly till such time I tasted the world's best aloo paratha. I didn't really have much desire for aloo paratha, but after that, I always wanted. Right? This happened to me in Hong Kong. Monil ji is the culprit.
Today, since you were doing this double study of chapter 10, I was browsing into the research part of it. And,
Mm.
whenever I open it with any AI tool, and it just appreciates the content so much. And it just says how easy it is. And, you cannot imagine the kind of profound scientific um, support it has. We can't think of it. It's
Yeah.
like totally aligned with modern the heart psychology, the physiopsychology concepts here. So it's like completely safe for nervous system. I had a doubt initially, and that's how, I think the research idea came into mind, that why not plot this, how people experience all these things in their life, how really these working signals that we will learn next week can bring us to alignment. Like initially we ask signal, get signals, and how it evolves and how we come into alignment. So that is where my core research sits with the practice. So I was again filled with a lot of, that joy of browsing deeply into the process and that we are going to achieve through this time commitment that we are doing right now.
Mm. Ultimately, Preeti is going to come up with a patented process of manifestation.
It's Babaji's nature's patented already. So we are not creating, where we do say it's a conscious creation, but it is
Yeah,
just conscious alignment of thinking, nothing else.
yeah,
And
yeah,
raise your vibration, come with God qualities. You
yeah,
cannot fake it. Universe is listening your frequency.
yes,
And that's why the
yeah.
message came this morning initially, like, do I really need to keep thinking about love and God all the time? No,
Mm.
just be in your heart center, be in your heart space, do some 5-10 hard breaths, and be there for some time, and then go back to your work, and then keep checking where you are right now, past, future, present, with your heart, with that higher self voice in the background. That's the easiest thing we all can start practicing more, because the whole part 2 is about that, listening
Yes.
to higher self.
And just know that in the Hindi sessions, the last 3 days, I did a real life demo of manifestation
Of Idli.
of idlis. Yes, it did happen. It actually happened. Yes. So just know that it's not just an imaginary thing. It is real. Yes, Jayaji. Ask what you need to. Then we'll go into the
Yeah,
practice, right? Mm, yeah.
yeah. I was many times when I'm reading it, I try to understand that am I actually following it? Is it actually working? So, like you said, when I was in US doing the meditation, it was morning time, and here it's night time. So here I'm already tired by the end of the day. There it's the beginning of the day.
Mm.
So as listening to it, I thought that I haven't had a nice like a sandwich or bread this time. Um, and just before lunch, somebody came to the house and said to my daughter that I've bought some pastries. And I forgot about it. It was kept on the table, and we were clearing up. We were cleaning up. So I said, "I'll let me go down to get something." And I saw the pastry right in front of me. So I had that. Then I thought I passed by the donut shop. I was like, the donut is so big. Maybe I could have one bite. But the whole donut, I don't feel like eating. So 2 days later, we went for a walk, and one of my daughter's friends bought the donut, and she said, "Auntie, would you like a bite?" And I'm just looking at her and I'm smiling. I was like, the universe can hear me. This is so beautiful. Um, just small things. So today we had session where a satsang where they had spoken, and there the one reading and explaining, she said, you have to repeat to yourself, I am whole, healed, and complete, spiritually, mentally, physically. So it's like when you look around, the answers are coming to you without you noticing. And then last week we had that I claim abundance in the form of receiving a certain amount or more with ease and flow. So I said, okay, since 1.5 years, it's been a struggle to get a certain amount that the people owed us. And we have contacted them so many times. There was no answer. So that day, when I was sitting for the quiet practice, I thought, okay, let me go there and to States and I'll give them a call. And they said, we need this information and then we will try. And after 1.5 years, this 1 week of work, and I received what had to come. And it is like when there is disturbance in the Wi-Fi, the connection is not clear. Once the Wi-Fi is clear, the connection just hits the target. The alignment is complete. So, like you said, conscious and subconscious. When they align, then and then like now you said, even saying I want as much as Bill Gates is bringing limited. Uh, and it's blocking it. That I didn't think of actually. That was very interesting. Uh, so many experiences this time I've had. Like we were walking with our eyes closed. Now we are enjoying life with our eyes open. And yesterday, Jasmeet ji said that I enjoy the online sessions and I cannot go through the YouTube. I mean, I go through the YouTube, but it's not as much fun. I feel when I come, like as soon as I said her name, she came online. Um, uh, so when I am there online, it's very good. When my daughter needed me to come, immediately we had people coming to clear up the house. So that is when the meditation is in practice, like the walk to her house, the looking at nature, the feeling of nature. So, like here it is theory and there it is practical. And you can align with YouTube or online. It doesn't have to be online that you connect, because when you can be online, but your mind is in 10 different places. And you can be on YouTube, but completely in the moment, completely in that state of uh, your being, basically. So, I another thing that I realized was last year, claiming true desires was not as clear as this year. You have given so many examples. So it's like you explained that eating idli is very tasty. But this time it's actually you have made it and given it to us on the plate. All we have to do is put it in our mouth. It's like so much easier, so much clearer in what it has to express to us, what we have to understand from it. So yeah,
We
it's
are also
been like
learning, right? We are
excellent.
learning and growing
Yes.
together with all of you.
And I more
Yeah.
of it like it's the alignment is becoming more integral to us. I can't say permanent
Mm.
yet, but
Mm.
yes, we are still getting into it. It's like staying in the heart, just feel what it feels like. It's a new language altogether. Sometimes you feel that softness, that gentle pulsation, that expanded coolness, that warmth, that beautiful tingling sensations. But sometimes it's really off, like what it is now. And the more we tune into those, a lot of work happens. That is also, part of that witness thing. It's like what is going on. I can see my thoughts. I can also see what's happening in my heart center. And these are like silently working behind the scene. I didn't know if it works like that. Watching this heart pulsation and all that sensation. But then Spandakarika came, and that helped me realize that, oh, unknowingly I'm doing this. Watching that heart pulsation, heart center all the time is like releasing or transmuting those energies into come into the coherence with the creating energies or the love energy. So that is what I've been sharing, and it's a lot of conscious reprogramming we will do. But watching these thoughts, watching these feelings, sensations, they are like added tool to the process. And I understand, like for the beginner, the first timers, this could be a difficult thing, but we have really started the class very slow. We have dragged it like anything so that you guys can practice more. Being at the heart center, even getting into the heart center, we took 1 month almost. And then coming to part two is more of, double practice of first part so that we can listen to hear to our higher self. We can get into our heart center as and when we want, and then continue the practice, because next week is more fun.
Yes, I'm so happy for you, Jayaji. I'm really happy for you that you were able to manifest. Huh? That's really, really good. And continue this process now. You can do it. Perfect.
Also, I wanted to share that my my mom had started satsang when she was 18. She got married very young, and she said every day I would go in and say, my joli is opened, and put whatever you want in it. I don't understand what you all are saying yet, but one day I will. Just my joli is open. And she said, suddenly, 5 years later, I said, oh, they had mentioned that, and it clicked. So come with the mindset that everything is said for me, for my growth, and it will make sense. Maybe not the first time, but just keep listening to it. It will make sense. Then another time, somebody had said that when so and so auntie speaks, she speaks very softly. And so whatever I listen, whatever I hear goes above my head. So I was there and I was thinking, actually, yeah, this auntie speaks very slow. So my mom said, instead of putting it down, put your head up so it'll go here, not above. And so anything that I don't understand and you repeat it or you rehear it or you reanalyze it, there's a different understanding. So immediately it clicks. So if the first time it doesn't get through, doesn't matter. The first time you don't feel the heart space, doesn't matter. And then you say that you claim the true desires, you're like, see, it didn't happen. Of course it will not happen because you didn't have, like the lady, Jesus said that faith moves mountains. She went and told the mountain, move, move. And she went back and said, see, it didn't move. I told you it didn't move. So that's not what it means. The belief, we are here to change the belief. And you said it takes forever to change the belief. I think it takes a second. Once that clicks, you put on the candle. That's all you need to do.
Yeah,
Tili lagane ki der hai. Just,
right.
to light it. Yeah.
But
It's
to
your
be,
journey.
but to reach that place where you light the
Mm,
candle, to
mm,
reach is a process. Not
mm,
easy. Trust
And
me on
it's
this
your
one.
journey that
We
has
are
made
we
there
are
for
our
you.
own obstacles. We don't want
mm,
to release it. We are holding on to them so tightly. We don't want to release. But the moment we, like you said, it clicks. You do this.
mm,
You do this, and it
mm,
goes away. You release.
mm, mm,
We all want to live the truth, but we don't want to let go the beliefs.
mm, mm,
If you ask everybody, they will write beautiful affirmation, but then if you ask something, oh, how can I
mm,
not do this? I know this is my responsibility. And who gave that? You were born with nothing and you'll go with nothing. You don't
Uh,
need permission when you leave the body, but the whole life you keep seeking approval. And this line thought, let me thought, okay, now think differently. Okay, it's bahut ho gaya now. This is
mm,
no more a living formula. Let it go. You don't need
mm.
permission to die. You don't need permission to live. You just do what you want.
uh,
Also, somebody mentioned that because of so and so, this person got ill And I think she caused him to die. So I said, thankfully, because of Unified, nobody can create that possibility that because of him I died, or because of her I died. It's because of my thinking, because of the way my journey, because of the path I chose. So I could have changed the way I thought about it. Like that day, my son was talking to my mom. So Mama said that there was a father who was a drunkard and he had two sons. And after the father passed away, somebody came and asked the older one that, what do you think about your life? He said, I'm learning from example. He drank his life to death, so I'm doing the same. And the younger one said, I don't want to do what my father did. I want to change the way I live. So he created a new path for himself. So it was like Ajay explained that day, the same situation, somebody reacts with love, somebody does the action with love, somebody does it through fear. So that was very beautiful. It depends on the way you take it. I felt responsible for the whole world. I felt responsible for everything everyone did without realizing that I'm not responsible for anyone. I'm here on my journey and they are there on their journey. And it's such a big release in the burden. I was holding on to something that didn't need to, like I'm on the train, but I put the luggage on my head thinking that it'll be lighter for the train. I was carrying it and I was feeling so heavy, thinking that, oh, and now when you see everything, it's like, oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, wow. you know. And the other one more thing is you said that clicked with me is I thought as you continue with the unified course, there are bigger challenges that come in front of you or bigger situations that come in front of you. So you said if you have finished standard one, you can't repeat standard one again. So you have a new challenge, right? You have to learn to face that. You'll get standard eight paper. You can't get standard one paper in standard eight. So I thought that's amazing. So now any situation that comes, I'm like, new challenge. Let's jump over it. So it doesn't become heavy. It doesn't become a problem. It doesn't become a difficulty. It becomes a challenge, an opportunity to jump. Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Welcome back to Hong Kong. And you are most welcome to come and host a few sessions in coming weeks. Just let us know.
Good.
That's what I see flowing with you. A lot of examples, a lot of experience, and that helps a lot when we share. Yes, Deepmalaji, let's do it and then we can go to the quiet break. Can you ask her to 1 minute?
So when we start, Atma Vandan everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So the thing is that sometimes when I used to be always manifesting things, and once we stayed in a very simple hotel, but they somehow gave us an upgrade and it was better. So then I thought, okay, when we reach our destination, it will be really better than this. But there was no this thing. So by chance, they could not give us what we had asked for. They gave us a presidential suite. I had never heard of it. I had never seen it. And a presidential suite is where all the top people come and stay. So it has a dining area, it has a study area. It was bigger than my house. So these sort of things are we manifest. But then on the other side also, when we manifest from fear or anxiety. So we had this lovely trip in US, and it was beautiful. Everything was like butter, very smooth and lovely. We for a month we rented a car, went around places and whatever. So while coming at the airport, and I just had this thought, very beautiful trip, wonderful. Now every hope there is no negative experience. This was we were sitting for boarding the plane, and there itself we have Balaji had a carry-on baggage. The staff started arguing with Balaji and said, "We will take this bag." And we had a connecting flight, so we couldn't do that. But they said, "Okay, if you don't want," and they started arguing and treating us very badly. because I then realized it was my fear that got manifested in the last time. So we have, when we are manifesting, it is so important not to have limitation, number one, and number two, not to be fearful and anxious, which then if it manifests, that is, it creates such issues that, facing them and then going through them. So we have to be very careful, because then very conscious and very, uh, so this is what I wanted to share,
Yes.
that we are learning, but then a small doubt at the beginning of all these sentences would then take it down. So
Ah,
Be the
eh,
master of the mind, not the slave. So don't let it
exactly.
overpower.
Ah, this is the importance of being aware of your thoughts.
but
Awareness of thoughts. Ah,
right now we are not able to, like, reading all those sentences with Preeti ji gave.
hmm.
I was like, no, 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 I don't have this, and I don't have this, but then again going over it twice, thrice, okay, maybe I do, maybe, and then I don't want to even face it. So that is the biggest challenge.
Now you know
That's why
why.
I warned before, I want that, that this is the highest goal to be, it's the most, Babaji is saying, right? This is the most difficult thing to do on planet Earth, and you are here for that. So that's why the warning came. Just don't think in superficially that, okay, no, no, I don't criticize myself. No, no, no.
Yes,
Silently, we keep
No,
comparing that logical mind we keep using.
and I'm like,
Deepmalaji,
I'm not judgmental.
this is the reason why you did the translation. Understand this. It wasn't just by chance. Your higher self wanted you to go deep. So you did the translation. This is connected. It's not just like that.
That's the higher self presence. Even if your hand goes like this, sometimes the higher self is like giving you blessings, Sometimes you start pressing your feet, sometimes you start, moving around. Like you won't even realize how my higher self is integrated in my day-to-day life.
But that was so crazy because I had taken my daughter to the doctor, and there was 10 minutes over there. So we were sitting and I was like, okay, let me translate and come. I told my daughter, come help me. And we were doing it sitting there in the doctor's office. My-
This is how everything is coordinated and well executed. I when I look at these things, it fills me with awe. I'm all wow, awesome, right? Like the nature functions so meticulously, unbelievable. I mean, like you just got to understand it. When you start understanding, oh my God, this is happening. That's what is happening. You are nothing but filled with awe all the time.
that's why it's a bit scary also. If we don't catch our thought,
नहीं नहीं
I would have done
see.
the translation like starting today. The program is happening here, right? So I would have done the translation for this group, especially for this week. This is very critical. So I know I keep doing that in Hindi group more often and not in English so regular, because I see you guys are okay here, and some of them, you are present in both the groups. So I think, okay, that's okay. But this time I would have done it, and then I saw it is done by you. I just asked, okay, anybody volunteer? I just said, okay, somebody is also building up their self acceptance. That was the first thought I got.
Yeah, these are the clues. Very, very important. You are able to catch it, you are through. The thing to learn here is that we just need to venture. Just take the first step. Everything else is taken care of. You have to basically remove yourself from the path. Okay, I agree. Yes. I have a big yes printed on a little card, big letters, yes, and they are on my wall, right? Because every time an opportunity comes, I have no business in saying no. Yes, I take it. Give it to me. Doesn't matter if it is difficult, I am here to take the challenge, right? That yes is very important. So that is the first step. And when you take the step, nature is giving you abundant resources to, okay, come, let's do it. Nature will follow through with you. So
And the whole
trusting that.
creating formula is, God and I and what you want. God
Exactly.
and I, what you want. Because we have done enough of forgiving, enough of that, accepting. So that is the, for many people, it becomes very natural. And you just think that you are doing it 1 year and second year, it becomes so natural. You just trust the universe and somebody, your higher self is taking care of you. So naturally you just think and you don't have to sit and do a lot of work there. Initial time, like Babaji is asking us to bring your awareness this way, start thinking this way, not from your lower self, not from the lack, but where you are everything. Now think what your desire feels like. Initially in week 9, we have listed the desire and he will ask us to check a few weeks later, are they still there? That's how we are, like such volatile. So
But
much on the surface.
I think most of us in this place have already gone through so much experiencing, and we are, I think, already manifestors and already people. But now it's all being put in a very systematic way, and how which part of our thoughts need tuning, and which part need correcting. All that thing is now, because it is what do you say, synchronizing the whole thing. Otherwise, we are already doing it, but sometimes it's happening, sometimes not happening. So when the synchronizing is happening, then things will go smoothly, and we will be able to overcome, like Jayaji was saying, that we will get better challenges, so we'll get better at handling them as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's awesome, but scary also at points
The,
because
the,
am I up to the task? Am I
yeah.
not?
So
Am I?
this is why we call it conscious creation, right? When you are doing conscious creation, the scare part goes away. Now you are going to get what you want, right? Why be scared, right?
I think her scare part is those thoughts that is not aligned with God's thought and it's missing.
And you are releasing it, nah? You are going to be
it's
released.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that's the
like
part.
me at the airport thinking, oh, this trip was went very well. Now nothing should go wrong, and that's the moment everything went wrong.
And
So
how I take it? My higher self is telling me that something is about to happen. So just be ready. It's not just you. There are many other things, that experience is.
some things I want to also, since you are talking about it, um, words that you use in your manifesting desires are very critical and important, right? So if you use, just you said, nothing should go wrong,
Mhm.
right? Now there is a should, there is a nothing, but there is a thing called wrong. Whenever you say that word internally, wrong, in your thought, it creates a vibration within, vibration of fear. That vibration overtakes everything. Why? Because it gets aligned with your subconscious and it manifests. So when you are, many people use the word, I am fearless. No, fear is embedded in fearless. And that when you say fearless, try doing with yourself. You will get that pain within. That fear of the fear, even if you are saying fearless, within you, that vibration will come. So using the words which create a negative vibration within you is always going to manifest right away because it is aligned with subconscious, right? In subconscious we are filled with those thoughts of fear, so fear manifests right away. This is why use the words which are which create a positive thing in you. That word, choice of words, is very important. And this is, in this entire book, I have always had this problem on one specific word: non-judgmental. I haven't found an alternative for it yet.
So in this,
Judgmental is
my
there.
last week I had claimed that I have perfect health, and immediately I got an infection and I had fever and everything else.
Mm,
So
mm.
I was looking for perfect health.
Huh?
So how I am not able to understand which
It
thing created it. I am just thinking about it, but I'm
is
just
a
trying.
beautiful example to you. The nature told you that in your subconscious you are carrying all this. In your conscious you are saying I have perfect health, but subconscious is not aligned. Subconscious is still filled with that expectation of ill health, and it will govern. So, in chapter 14, we will work on it. Don't worry about it. In chapter 14, specifically on that, we will be working. But know that this, when you are observing, observe that my conscious and my results are not aligned. It straight away tells you subconscious has something, right? That's what you have to work on. And the biggest element in health, by the way, in case of health, or I would say most of them, the root cause of everything is non-acceptance, lack of self-acceptance. This is the
This chapter
importance
is
of.
really, this chapter
Ah,
is really, it's a
ah,
challenge for me.
yes. So when you go through this process, for future chapters will become very easy. This is the reason why this example has been embedded in the chapter itself, so that we practice it. Once you practice, you will begin to open up on all those fronts which are blocking your flow of love, your decision making, your health, your knowing, knowledge. All that is being hampered just because of lack of self acceptance. This is the root cause. So that's why he says it's the end product, because after doing all things, you struggling all your life, you will eventually at the end accept, okay, I surrender. Right? So why wait? Do it now. Start accepting. This is a positive approach to it, so that rest of your life you can enjoy.
Thank you.
Good. Chali. Thank you. Chali, Preeti, let's do it.
So this is amazing, and always, 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 it fills us with a lot of joy and more of clarity. And that's all we need, a light head, so that we can rest in our heart. And again, the takeaway from the whole chapter till now, from every chapter till now, is be at your heart center. And just know, whenever we are contemplating, we are thinking, we are analyzing, we lose that space, because we are using the mind purely for that very purpose. It takes that peace for some time, but you come back to the heart. Maybe the answer that you were seeking from your past experiences is now to the point where it can tell you what it was for, right? The initial phase is like that. Many times you will think, go back to the past, think, and realize, analyze, but gradually you will accept that I have no more to do, nothing much. Even from my heart I can work using my mind, and not going into the past, but receiving the present moment has for me. So let us get into the quiet period practice. We have a beautiful activity workbook as um, made this practice so easy, with examples and with clarity. We would like to do this practice much more aware, conscious. We can get into the quiet period practice with the the traditional steps: clearing the aura, unifying with God, stating and getting higher self signals, and telling the purpose why we are here, and then just be there with that purpose, and keep doing the 7 steps formula one by one. Just see where um that uh, the coherence, or that experience of heart centered, it goes away. There will be a hidden message, there will be a hidden thought. So it is an indication to make a note of it. Whenever such thing happens, whenever I say I'm love and I'm not feeling that, and if I go for next and I go for next, there will be thoughts beneath, and we want to catch those thoughts. And anyhow, when we come to the higher self and we post that question that give me the thoughts that is not letting me accept myself fully as I am made in the image of God. So then the flow starts, maybe with a general thought, but if you keep writing, it will get deeper and it will start revealing itself slowly in these 7 days of practice. So just and it is advised that we we do this practice twice a day so that it becomes natural. This is the new thing that we are adding in our reflection. So we'll go through the process. When you feel you need to close your eyes, close your eyes. When you feel you are into thoughts, you are watching the thoughts also. It's good to note them because after the quiet period, you will forget it. So, but what we see, even the events, if we see, that past memories arising, make a note of it. You may not see the clear belief hidden beneath right now, but as you will see with conscious awareness, you might get it. So try different things. That's what I'm trying to say. Like listen to the heart vibration, the thoughts, and then the past memories that arise. Nothing happens without any reason. It's very intuitive and, just consider everything is a message and you will get there. So just come to the heart center, come back to yourself, fully present, with closed eyes, relaxed body, connected with earth, grounded deeply, trusting life and the process. The process that we are going through is the permanent connection with the self, with the truth. Then no matter what situation comes, I know I am guided, I am safe, and everything is happening for my best. Every moment is the moment to come closer to truth, or to realize the truth, or to live the truth. It's not difficult, it's not imagination, fantasy. If God is present everywhere, in everything, the realization would be that simple. We just have to allow ourselves to open up to that point. So breathe in deep, slow and long, knowing that the doubt and confusions have been guiding us so far. So they are not entirely bad, or we fear, or we run away from. With every breath, just embrace yourself as you are. Even the shallow breath fills the body with prana, with life. So nothing is incomplete. Nothing can be incomplete. As you breathe in, feel head to toe calming. More gentle awareness arising as the body is calming down. Mind is catching into that vibration of safety, surrenderance. Mind is our friend, trying to help with what information it has. But we are complex data sets. And we have billions of files unorganized in our head. Those are actual experiences. Sometimes we are trying to mimic it again and again, recreate it. And sometimes we fear. As I speak, just keep breathing in awareness and let my words be the music of the background. Pay your attention to your heart awareness, not my words. They are just energy, they are frequencies of love to each one of us. How relaxed do you feel? Do you feel Mother's arm taking you in her lap? That is Mother Nature embracing each one of us with my present identity, with our present identity, who we are, what we are. Have this connection to be alive, interactive. You receive love, you give love. Do not get into the trance. Do not sleep. Keep your back, spine straight, foot firmly grounded on earth. If you are sitting on the floor, root your spine, the bottom, deeply, trusting Mother Earth. Keep scanning your body, keep breathing, keep expanding and exploring everything inside you. Relax more and more. We are each sovereign, made that way. And nothing can take that away from us. Is your heart vibration changing? The feeling is changing? More peaceful, more still, more trusting, safe. So breathe in and out from your heart, always with open ears. Not to listen my words, but your inner voice. And the moment you feel that pulsation arising on the surface, tell yourself, I am experiencing the entire creation in my heart. That peace, that gentleness, that love that binds all of us together, making it one creation of God. No multiverses, but one universe. as one big piece of cloth with many arts on it. And we are connected with every thread, every beautiful energies. Now, as you breathe, just expand this feeling into the body, into every cell of the body. So feel the heart and expand your awareness outward from heart to head to feet to the sides and all around. Now, at this point of time, you can loosen your body, any stiffness. Just give your love to that, maybe with a touch, maybe with awareness. Maybe with the breath. And come to your total self-worth, that God has made you in His image. No one can change this truth. And now expand this love to your aura. The energy field around this matter, this body that is experiencing everything, the entire creation. It's open field for all. And with love, just say within, loudly or silently, to each uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each created as love and light. And you are still love and light. No need to be afraid. Do not feel the pain. And I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. I request my higher self name to take you there now. Each one of you, go in peace. I set you free with love and light. Enjoy your journey further into your expansion. Breathe and close your aura. I close my aura to all except my higher self. And I send love and light to all the thought forms around me. In every pause, however short it is, there is a feeling. There's an inner voice. Sometimes those uninvited influences speak back to us. Sometimes we feel their fear. Sometimes we forget our affirmations. It's them talking back. So we repeat and repeat until we flow with it comfortably. And then breathe a few breaths of awareness from the heart and listen what it says. My dear higher self, today I'm here for my self-acceptance. I want to do my creating formula for my self-acceptance. Just say it within. Please give me your signal now. Feel that higher self gentle touch that we can stay with throughout the process. That is the agreement from the higher self to guide us. So we must receive the message when we ask for. Feeling that love from the higher self. Unify with it. As our higher self never lost its touch, contact, its purity, its sanity from God. So it has all the God qualities in it. So today just remember a few God qualities that comes to you. Say aloud and feel in your heart, or say silently and feel deeply. Do it your way. God is love, all pervading. God is light, ever shining. God is joy. Moving, dancing, to create. God is peace, stillness, gentleness, to hold it all together. Beneath everything. Allow to raise your vibration and feel it in your heart. Already the alignment is happening. God is all-knowing intelligence, infinite energy. God is abundance, everything. It is everything. Or everything is one with God. And so I am one with it. God is wholeness, perfection. God is non-judgmental. So I am. Feel it. I am made in the image of God. Where I have come from. What is my core of my existence? Let it come from within. Any feeling, any knowing. Not we have taught ourselves, Atman, Paramatma, but how it feels. I can only know where I have come from. I can only know where I am going. Who else? I am the image of God. Existed before and after. Everything. Ever present. Omnipresent. Eternal. As God is. I beautifully have all the God qualities. I resemble. I live. I create. Co-create. As I am love. In the image of God. I am light. Breathe in. Breathe out to your belly. I am joy. Breathe in from the heart. Exhale into your stomach. I am peace. I am stillness. Breathe in from the heart and breathe out in your belly. I am stillness. It's like repeating the affirmation. I am abundance. I am perfect. I am all-knowing intelligence. Feel your acceptance or rejection or the fear. As you breathe into your belly, it reveals what is hidden. I am infinite energy, infinite potential of God. And I am His free will, non-judgmental. I am non-judgmental. Breathe in and relax. Relax before you claim. God and I claim and accept. I claim my self-acceptance and I accept my self-acceptance. Breathe in to your belly and say it again and again. Feel any burning or pain in the body. Any sensation, itching, rubbing, pinching, twitching. As you say this, gently say it again. I claim my self-acceptance. And I accept my self-acceptance. And one more time. Witness every thought, every sensation. Just be aware of your body. Maybe say it aloud this time. I claim my self-acceptance and I accept my self-acceptance. Firmly. And feel the difference in the flow. Did we register it in our subconscious by affirming? What picture do you see of yourself? Distorted. Manipulated. The image of God. Is it doubtful or confused? Just ask your higher self now. My dear beautiful higher self, name, please tell me. Tell me those thoughts that is not letting me accept the image of God in me. Keep breathing at your heart center relaxed. Let it happen. No forceful breathing, just your awareness at your heart center. And repeat silently within. What is preventing my self-acceptance? And wait for that one thought to arise from the heart. Do I accept myself fully as I am today? The moment you receive your first thought, start writing. Or say it aloud and note them later. It could be any conscious thought also that you know. You criticize yourself, you judge yourself. Maybe the way you look, maybe your personality, maybe your creation. Maybe your interactions with others, your relationships, filled with guilt and shame. Where you seek approval from others to sound right, to sound perfect. To match others. Any moment from the past is appearing where we did brutal comparison of ourselves. I'm not as smart as Bill Gates. Or my life has no meaning. I'm useless. I completely ignored myself as if I do not exist. I considered myself a mistake. The whole life became a burden. And these blocking thoughts became my identity, creating experiences. So now I want to heal myself and release these thoughts. It's time to change or transform the blocking thoughts into the God qualities that we have, that we are. That I exist. For God desires through this body. I am perfect, whole, and complete. In however cocoon I am, in whatever experience I am, is God's experience of its truth. That God resides in every smallest atom and into the entire creation as one whole big giant presence. So I'm not less when I am in a tiny atom. And I'm not big when I'm everything. I exist in perfection, in wholeness. I am the beauty of God. Just the way I look. I am perfect health, perfect body. There is no comparison in uniqueness in that masterpiece of God. There's no expectations from God as it exists. With its pure divinity. I am one with God's thought. And I am everything. So now I choose to tune into God's thought for my creations, for my life. All my thoughts are now in tune with God's thought. I hear any opposite and I make a note of it. And I know it's volatile on the surface. Now feel this into your heart and breathe into your belly. Saying that I am love, whole and complete. As God cannot be offended. As I embrace my myself as I am. It's magnificent God's creation. Nothing can offend me. When God is present everywhere, where to compete, with whom to compete? It's the journey of enjoyment of the vastness of the cosmos. To become one with it, to feel it, to live it. So where is fear? So let us just flow in love and send love to all that you think have hurt you or are hurting you. There is nothing called forgiveness, as we are all creating our realities with our thoughts, repeated thinking, with our beliefs. There's no failure. No one can put me down. As I choose to be perfect creation of God. I am perfect now. I have always been perfect. And I will always be perfect as I am. So my heart is in state of forgiveness, filled with love. And I thank God for my self-acceptance. Amen. I surrender my self-acceptance. It is fully locked. No one can shake it. As I am so very comfortable with who am I. Feel your stomach, feel your heart. This is our nervous system aligned. Or if there is misalignment, you will feel unbalanced. You will feel pain, unbalanced, tight. So just breathe into your body again with this beautiful piece of art of your true expression of love, light, joy, peace, abundance, perfection. Breathe in deep as much as you want. As the memory came into your mind in front of you, let them all wash away. They are done, they are gone. We are moving into next step. So as you take one step forward, bring another step together. To stand, to see things from here, and experience life now. As a sovereign, as a co-creator, helping hands, connecting, collaborating hands of God. This is to bring more humility, not arrogance or ego, into oneness. So just let us thank Babaji for guiding us on this journey of truth, so that it can be our permanent experience in this eternity. A evolved mind of God is living this life. A evolved mind, the mind of God, is living this experience. So I thank my higher self, and we will meet again. And we will stay connected. Thank you. Thank you, my dear higher self. And I receive your love. And I receive love from everybody, everything in the cosmos. And I live this expanded existence of mine in unity, in oneness with all. Take a picture of yourself, a snapshot, a memory click of the present state with a smile on your face. That brings this newness every moment of the life. Now bring both your palm and put it over your closed eyes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Welcome back, and thank you for being here together on this amazing, beautiful experience. This journey of self-acceptance is a stepping stone of the experience of self-realization. It is integral. It's very much part of it, and unfolding every day. So feel grounded, take rest a lot, breathe, hydrate, rest, relax as much as you can. This week is highly transforming. So every cell is changing its structure, rearranging. Old is going, new is blossoming. So respect this, trust this transformative journey, and be gentle, be loving to yourself. How much you reveal, be more humble. And thank you. I will take a leave. Please continue. Make a note of your experience today.
Thank you. Thank you, Preeti. It was an immense download through Preeti today. I think all of you have felt it. As you would have noticed that most of the message that came was about self-affirmation. I am. It was all about I am, right? And that I am is a very important part of self-acceptance. So this was a very helpful meditation that we went through today. It will help us along our journey of self-acceptance now. Yes. So any questions, anything you want to know more? Of course, we have 2 more days. We will go through the activity workbook tomorrow in detail. But today, if you have anything you want to know, you can ask. It's okay if you want to stay quiet. That's perfectly okay. Yes. Today's meditation was deep. And if every one of you wants to stay quiet, that's perfectly okay. We can close the session and you can continue with this energy that you are in. Just continue. Or if you want to leave the session and be on your own, perfectly okay. Yeah, these sessions are open sessions. So feel the freedom to choose. But yeah, I'm certainly here. If there is anyone who wants to ask something, I'm here to answer. Don't rush yourself into asking something. If there is nothing arising from within, that's okay. Anytime you have a query or question, you know that you can always write in the chat group, and or you can address it tomorrow also. Anything you want. So okay, I will bring the session to a close now. As most of you want the quiet, let's continue with the state. Right, stay in this state as long as you can. It will be it's quite transformative. Yeah. So thank you for joining, thank you for being with us. We'll be here tomorrow again, continuing with the session, more insights into the topic as we go along. So thank you, masters.